What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, in the last episode of Breaking Bad, we left off seeing both Walt and Jesse get stranded in the middle of the desert, all because Walt wanted to create more meth. Because obviously, we saw at the beginning of the last episode, he looked at some of those radiation scans that he was having done on him, and as he saw, and from our perspective of seeing through him, we see basically how there was like some big mass that was producing inside his body that obviously he nor most people watching obviously would know what it was specifically. And, it made Walt assume that his time was pretty much drawing near and he wanted to try to get as much out as he could and produce as much money as he could for his family. And we pretty much see how that result ended up in both him and Jesse having a fight and struggle in the middle of the desert with limited resources after they were done with their project per se. And also, we see basically how they how their antics themselves, it can sometimes lead to both their failure but their success. Obviously, with Jesse doing stupid things like putting keys in key slots, as well as also doing something good with just saying a bunch of random scientific projects and all that, and giving Walt ideas of what to do to get him out of the situation they're in. So yeah, there's a lot of bad with Jesse's thinking, but then there's also good with it too. And every day, Walt uses some new idea from that head of his, chemistry wise, to get them out of the situation that they be put into. And yeah, obviously we see towards the end of the episode, when he got good results on his tests, he starts I reckon in some ways he was happy just because of the fact that he was punching that napkin dispenser at the end. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into this next episode of season 2, which is episode 10, and it's called Over. And we're ready to go. Those are bodies. All right, man, what leads to that? I need to know specifically what leads to that. I want you well. Make a whole lot of that mess, so I imagine he could afford to take some time off. So I guess in some ways it was good that they did do it as much as they did. Maybe now he won't have to look all suspicious disappearing all the time.
Almost forgot.
Ah. He gave his son a little nip.
What'd your mom say?
I was about to say, what? Now, every single day, every single episode, Walt does something more out of pocket than you can expect. Nah, real talk though. Water is nasty. Oh, that thing is flooded. Oh, okay, about to buy a new hot water heater.
That's real beautiful.
Had a little nick on that money. I remember Jesse gave him like a little wad of cash, and one of them had like little blood stains on it. So I'm guessing that was the piece that had it. I was about to say, get the hint, man. She ain't told you. She ain't told her dad about you and him. Vacuum.
Good news.
I mean, Nothing's really changed. It's just postponed.
Mm.
There's supposed to be a light at the end of the tunnel. But, lately it just feels like...
More tunnel.
Feels like it was only just delayed so far. Him holding her hand and all that. Kind of like with Walter and I forgot that other woman's name. The one that they were classmates or something, or they worked together or something. The gray matter people. He's still working while they're eating. I guess from some perspective, you could, in theory, be happy to see him actually looking strong and doing stuff around the house, you know. It's not like it'd be a bad thing to see him doing all that.
Are you going to work today?
Father, there's rot.
Just throwing it up in his mouth. No, I don't like doors that just have wide openings like that where you can just slide stuff under it. All types of bugs and snakes and other things can get up under there. Apology, girl. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of disagree in some ways. I feel like she really ain't got nothing to apologize for. Like, ease into it. Like, you don't have to just throw it right at the dad right away and all that. It kind of feels like Jesse was kind of demanding her into it right away.
Oh, damn!
He really did that to get his attention.
No, Ted, you don't have to do that.
That chemical stuff. Okay, so he must be like a meth maker or something, because Walt was calling out him just like that. Oh man. This man really instructing people like oh, that was the guy he was talking to in the store, wasn't it? So are they meth makers too?
Stay out of my territory.
Okay. All right, I see. He realizes who they are and what they do. So he's just giving them a warning, don't come on his turf. And they must realize he's a meth maker too. Like, okay, I see. It's a show of dominance. You know, he don't like them coming into his house, basically stealing his stuff. That's his stuff. So he's trying to assert his dominance. Oh Lord. I kind of feel like that's what this whole episode has been dedicated towards. Okay, that's the end of it. But yeah, it kind of feels like that's what this whole episode was dedicated towards. Walt's show of dominance. You know, he has to feel in charge of everything because it feels like he hates being wrong. He loves being right. And at the same time, he loves having control of things. Like, at this point, it's kind of hard to remember that this man was just a regular chemistry teacher at the start of the series. Like, there's a regular chemistry teacher who was teaching children science and all that, and now he done full blown turned himself into a meth maker who doesn't like people interfering with his territory and excuse me, anytime somebody shows dominance over him, he has to get big chested right back at him. Like with Hank at the beginning of the episode when he was telling him to stop pouring that whiskey for Walter Jr. You know, Hank stood up to him, and Walter, he didn't like that. He didn't like that. He had to get big chested at Hank and show him that he wasn't backing down from him. He gonna get what he want, and he's gonna get it. That's exactly what Walt feels like at the moment. You know, he you know what? He don't even feel like Walt anymore. He feels like Heisenberg now. You know, his persona. That's the thing. If he's gone full on into his Heisenberg persona. And now, at this point, he's living two lives. Like he's living two different lives. His family life that he is so bored and kind of over with in some ways, at least from what we're seeing. And then his drug life with Jesse, where, you know, they're both just itching, you know, they're itching. They're like that friendly neighbor crackhead, you know. They're nice on the outside towards you and all that, but inside they're just itching to get their hands onto that product that they've been waiting for. And that's kind of what it is with Walt and Jesse at the moment, you know. They're not satisfied too much with mostly Walt, though, and he's not satisfied with what he's going through right now and all that. Jesse was pretty much just having girlfriend father problems and all that. His girlfriend's father and all that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, really good episode, you know. Like I said, there wasn't really much with Jesse outside of just little girlfriend troubles and all that. But other than that, you know, everything else was pretty much smooth sailing for him. But yeah, you know, like I said with Walt, he's just full on taking on his second persona. But yeah, you know, with that being said, you know, make sure that you like the video. Make sure you comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one.